Hello, welcome back to Amalum Studio. Today I want to show you how I made these white leg pants. At first I planned to make them for myself, but then my friend asked me to sew these pants for her. I remember I already downloaded this pattern a long time ago, but I never tried it, so let's do it today. This is the pattern I'm using. It's called the Louise white leg pants from Mood Fabrics. You can search for it and you will find it there for free. The instructions are actually clear and easy to follow. I'm using size 12 for my friends, but it's still a bit too big because her waist is 74 centimeters, so I adjusted the pattern a little bit. I already cut the fabric. Here is the front part and the back part. I also cut the lining, so there is an outer fabric and an inner lining. You can always adjust the length of the lining if you don't want it to be see-through. Now let's start sewing. I'm using satin fabric. In the store they call it Satin Max Mara. This fabric looks different on the inside and outside. And because I don't have a serger, I will sew with a French seam. So I added some extra centimeters to the pattern to flip and sew the seam neatly. First, place the wrong side together, sew along the edge, and after that, I'm sorry that I did not recording it. After that, I did press it with an iron and then flip it over, then sew it again to cover the raw edge. This way, the seam look clean and nice. If you don't know how to do the French seam, you can always look up to the YouTube tutorial. But here I made a mistake. I accidentally sewed the middle seam all the way down to the hem. It should stay open between the legs, so I had to rip it out and sew it again. There's always something to learn, right? Even if you have a clear pattern, mistakes can happen. That's the life of a self-taught sewist like me. This is a good lesson, Good reminder. Always read the instruction carefully and make sure you really understand which part you are sewing together. I will keep sewing the other part. I like to sew the long side seams first, then I sew the other seams separately so the pieces don't get too bulky. Don't forget to pin everything first. It helps keep your seam straight and avoid mistakes like before. Satin is very slippery and delicate, so be gentle. Oh yeah, by the way, I feel like this satin is a little stiffer than usual. Maybe it's a different batch, I don't know, but I don't have extra fabric, so I'll just continue anyway. Alright, I finished sewing the inner lining and the other outer garment. Now let's put them together. Make sure the lining does not pull too high when you sew it to the waistband area. Don't forget to leave a small opening to insert the waistband elastic. I usually use a safety pin to pull the elastic through. For the waistband, I cut it 14 centimeters shorter than the actual waist size, or you can adjust it to be as tight or loose as you like. And here it is, all finished. Looks neat, right? It's done. It feels so nice to use the free pattern like this. You can get this pattern at Mood Fabrics. They have so many free designs to try. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, see you on the next video because I have another free pattern I want to try. I bought it 2 years ago and still haven't used it. I'm sorry for the noise back sound, so just go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Again, bye!